right now.
One meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids.
Mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also determines how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood. Hi, I'm Shawny Scott, and I want you to join me Friday, July 1st, 6 p.m. for the M3 Awareness Gala, brought to you by Marsha's Mental Movement. This will take place at the Majesty Event Center, located at 900 West Bow Street in Tyler, Texas. Attire for the event is all black formal, and you can purchase your tickets now on eventbrite.com by searching M3 All Black Gala. That's the M3 Awareness Gala, Friday, July 1st at 6 p.m. at the Majesty Event Center in Tyler, Texas.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
What up, y'all? Good morning. Welcome to Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. It is Hump Day Wednesday. We done made it to a Hump Day Wednesday. Listen, I don't know. This wasn't planned. I don't know what's going on with Instagram, but I don't know what y'all want to do, but y'all are tripping lately. Like, I don't even know. Y'all don't even send any warnings anymore. Y'all just won't let people get, like, now it won't even let me go live. It just won't let me go. Like, y'all are funny over here. Y'all are annoying, actually. And I didn't even notice it because I don't really be on Instagram. I do my twice a day check-in on everything, and then I go about my business. But I don't get what your problem is.
Okay, Mike, well, come join me.
I can't even get to that function. Hold up. Let me see if I can make it happen. It's just irritating. Good morning.
Good morning, Afro Queen.
Afro Queen. Good morning, everybody. Afro Queen.
Tam. Nikki White Chocolate.
There's Mike.
There I go. All right.
And
I got a whole different angle of Shawnee Scott.
Right?
What you mean you got a different angle?
It's a whole different angle. You look different from that angle. It's not bad, nothing bad. You just that normally I see you from the other side. All right, let's get to it.
What in the world?
No, now she's back to the straight. She's looking at it straight.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, you see it from the other side.
Yeah, she had the what do you call it? The profile, like to like this. Like tap. How was your night, Jay Black?
Night was good. A lot of TV watching, a lot of good stuff in the 9 to 5. My boy, I played hooky yesterday, to be honest.
Oh yeah, you said you needed a mental health day.
I took a mental health day yesterday.
That's your second one in a week.
Yeah,
that's your second. We took one from us, and then you took another one.
Yeah.
But you stressed? Something you want to talk about? You need to get something up your chest?
Nah, real thugs don't talk like that. No, I'm playing. Oh, no, I'm not a thug. I'm playing. No. No, that's all good. No, everything was good. A lot of TV, a lot of Trump stuff. I was eating some popcorn watching CNN yesterday for that the January 6th thing. So yeah, it was a lot of good TV watching. Wendy Williams on TMZ. It was a lot of content yesterday that I was watching, just enjoying myself, relaxing, mental health, stress relief, just chilling.
Not bad. Mo, how was your night?
Stacey.
Eventful.
What else? Eventful. What? Eventful.
Well, first of all, I took that sleep medicine too late.
Nice.
And it hit me like a ton of bricks. And
I take mine around 8:30.
Oh no, I wasn't even. I was still working then. That's early. That's early
because it takes like an hour for the kick in. So then by the time,
and so I took it at 1 o'clock, and so
at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I know.
Oh, you're a bug, and I don't even know how you up right now.
I know. Me neither. Because when I woke up, I had that like the heavy feeling, like I want to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
It felt like something standing on my shoulders, like
when the Remy's in your system.
Ain't
no telling.
Ashley.
Good morning, Ashley. Shawny Scott, how was your night?
My night was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So,
why is that? We need some sexy music to play. We need some.
You need baby wipes.
We don't need no baby wipes, no sexy music. But the girls did their little popcorn shop yesterday, and I was so proud of them when I got back home, Jay, because I talked to Jay for a little while. We had to gossip a little bit, and when I got home, they were already dressed. They had their
wait. Let's not say gossip with a man. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
No, you gossip.
No. Let's just pause there for
you gossip. You gossip. Yes, you did.
We had a couple topics that we had to catch up on.
You walked into the hair. You walked into the hair salon. Was like, girl, let me tell you what I heard, girl.
Like, girl, let me tell you what happened. We had to get our little gossip in here.
Popcorn shop, keep going.
But yeah, so they did it by themselves. They were like, well, we got it, we gonna do it. They've been doing it for 2 weeks. So I went and sat down and let them handle it, and then I came back upstairs and they did it, and they did really good. They did really good. So I was proud of them.
Good for
and
them.
then I got a phone call, so I picked up another Walmart. So I'm happy about that. Yes, but they just don't start till August and stuff. So since they don't start late, that means I don't get paid till late. And then so we got talks of 2 more shows coming. And me and Jay talked about this, and Mike, I am so thankful for you, because I wouldn't even have these contacts if it was not for you.
What happened now? What happened?
Well, I don't want to say on here, but I'll later, but it's a pretty big deal. It could be a game changer for all of us if we just gotta make it go through right.
From your lips to God's ears. So how many times did Jay call you girl during the conversation?
Baby, the conversation was so juicy. Like, Jay is the best dude girlfriend you can have. He is the best girl dude.
Stop.
The best girlfriend you can ever have.
Blow the whistle.
Throw the flag on Jay Black.
No, don't throw the flag on yourself.
Good morning, Queen Born.
We
Good
had
morning,
a
Jay
good
Marie. Good morning,
Jay, it's
Afro
okay for men to
Queen.
kiki. It's okay.
They said you were kikiing.
It's okay.
We were not kikiing. We were not.
That's good. I'm glad y'all bonded. That's good. Y'all need that bonding time.
Yes.
He's a good ear. We do that, not a lot, but like every blue moon.
It's good to get in touch with your feminine side.
I'm happy. Look, and I got a happy on purple shirt. I'm just happy.
I'm happy on purple.
And all these years, Jay Black, I don't remember you ever kikiing with us.
Yeah, he can.
Jay Black.
Jay is a good listener.
Shut up, Shawty. All right, you're taking this too far now.
And he gets involved in the he is invested in the conversation.
Yes, he is.
And he had information too. I was like, for real, I ain't know that.
No, I don't do all that. I just need a payoff. I need to know the conclusion. I need to know how things.
Listen, Shawty,
I need to start, middle, and
Jay Black
end.
something.
Oh, good.
And the old Jay Black would have been like, that's too much information.
Yeah.
I don't know all that.
Girl, he be listening intently. It seemed like he be leaning in on the phone like, for real. What happened? Shout out to Sean Robinson. He's on IG. His son won the silver medal. Their team won the silver medal down.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Jay? But he said, baby, he won the silver medal.
Yeah. He was like, girl, are you serious?
I love it.
And then it's even better when Lady Q there, because then all 3 of us get in the conversation.
Lady Q is changing me though. Stacey Mitchell is working, but I'm trying not. I do catch myself at times, like trying to be more conscious and aware okay, let me see what else. It could be someone else's perspective. Let me be mindful.
Yeah.
Let me not. Let me consider this, and like she
Good
is.
morning, y'all. Hey,
Boy,
Kevin.
if I see you start clapping like this, let me tell you what.
Yeah,
I
Jay,
was watching the
Jay,
game last
good.
night, and LeBron was on fire.
Like what?
Yeah.
Period.
Period.
Yes, honey.
Whatever.
Yes,
I was
honey.
waiting.
Y'all stupid.
You
Y'all
got
so
to call
stupid.
him like Mo. You should have called him yesterday when you had that issue and had that conversation, and you would have been like, "Oh, okay."
Period.
Yeah,
Jay
I'm
is
not.
just
I'm
so-
not.
I gotta start catching Jay on his Kiki days because I be needing that too, Jay Black.
Yeah,
And it
he's
was
the
not
best
a Kiki
dude.
day.
We all do. We
Best
all need that
dude
moment,
girlfriend.
Mo. We all need
Best
that.
dude girlfriend.
I'm not
Don't
paying
call
y'all.
Mike to gossip because Mike just gonna be like, "Yep, all right. Well, is that it?"
We wasn't gossiping.
He'd be like, "It ain't that bad." Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it
but
really
you
ain't that
good.
bad.
You good though. You good.
You
Or
good.
you good. Okay. Well, I gotta go. You
That's
can't
Mike.
call Michael and do
Yeah,
that.
that's Mike. Let's
What
get to
Stacey
it.
said that's what a good queen's supposed to do. Oh, you taking it too
Yes.
far, Stacey. Really?
Yes, Lady Q. No,
Really?
Lady Q.
Oh, she's talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Lady Q is
Yeah.
really changing you for the
It
better.
only
Jay
took,
Black.
don't worry, it only took 15 years.
15 years.
14, 15 years. That's all it took.
Look, and this show. Like,
this
just trust
show.
believe the back and forth and y'all saying that I'm crazy sometimes make me go back to like this. Can she be right?
Delayed,
No,
but
she
not
can't.
denied.
Give me 15 years, I might learn Chinese. I mean, anything could happen in 15 years. Jesus.
Oh, God,
But the funny thing is, y'all were gossiping, and Cassie Hutchinson was gossiping yesterday. She was
who's
gossiping
Cassie
in front of the
Hutchinson?
world.
Who is Cassie Hutchinson?
Oh, you didn't see Cassie Hutchinson blow the whistle? Blow the whistle on everybody in the Donald Trump White House.
Nice.
Chief of staff in the White House. Blow the whistle that Donald Trump, the quotes that Donald Trump said before the January 6th insurrection popped off. She was like, the man was mad. This is her words. He was mad because they weren't letting the crowd in with the guns. And he said, I don't care if they got guns. They not here to hurt me.
They ain't here to hurt me. Let them in. I need this place
They
to look
ain't here to
packed.
hurt me.
I need to look full up in here. I need a sold out crowd.
Come to find out. I mean, it was so many things. Listen, people, the great thing about this white lady, first of all, I just want to say this. Republicans yesterday might have been regretting taking women's right to choose away yesterday.
Yes.
They might have been like, we probably should have just let that live because this girl right here, the great thing about her is unlike everybody else who does testimonies, they give you these long answers with all these words and all these. All she was directly to the point. This is what I heard. Boom, 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 boom. And you were like, damn, you can't top that. Oh, yes, that bitch can. She was like, wait 1 second.
Let me tell you about this.
Let me tell you about what I've heard. So one great thing was that Donald Trump didn't give a damn about Mike Pence. Didn't give a damn about his vice president when they were saying we're going to hang him. And she said that her boss told her. Donald Trump said, well, he kind of deserves it.
What?
That's so gangster. The fact that he just didn't care. Like, well,
we had a madman as the president for. I don't know how this country didn't burn down. I don't know how the country didn't burn down. The other thing was this nutcase, and I wish he would have allowed himself to do it. I wish the Secret Service would have allowed him to do it because then he would have been, his fingerprints would have been on the crime that went on. He would have literally had to have taken responsibility for the crime. He wanted to go to the Capitol. Secret Service says, homie, we can't take you to the Capitol.
Do it. Nah,
we can't protect you. Issues. We can't take you directly into a riot.
They already breached certain areas. We can't.
So under oath, she said he tried to grab the steering wheel and force. And he said, "I'm the fucking president." Like this is a movie. This is something that you see in a movie. And I forget the guy who played the president on a TV show. This is a movie, and he tried to grab the steering wheel. And the Secret Service, under oath, this is what she said. Secret Service grabbed his arm and said, "Sir, please remove your hand from the drive, the steering wheel."
Oh my God!
I just wish they would have taken him. Now I didn't know how many people are actually in court right now, a lot of people got off. Obviously, a lot of people got off. I didn't know how many people are looking at real jail time who are part of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the real tea. Yes.
Yes. So the real ones that are going to jail that are looking at jail time, now lawyers are saying if they go to jail for this and you're the one who incited it, now you're part of a crime. I wish they would have let him go there so he could have literally have taken part in the crime.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I would have felt severely bad because the Capitol would have burned down. Like what would he saw? What would have happened in real time is that if the president walked in there and allowed them fools to do that, history would have been changed right now. Our life would have been different right now on how America looks right now, because they would have burned the place down.
Yeah, he probably would have lit the match.
He probably would have lit the match. Just
but
crazy.
He did. I mean, verbally, really.
Verbally, he
did incite. He did incite a riot. He did incite what happened. And so I don't see how that's not indictable. How he's not part of the puzzle.
You see what Stacey said? Like all this, and now what? They ain't gonna do nothing to his supporters. Is his supporters. They could care less. I had to watch Fox News to see how they was going to spin it, and they said she ain't credible, and that they was trying to clown her, and they was going on and on and on for their spin. But what is really going to happen to Trump? His peoples love him. Well, now you're racist. Like they don't care.
Now he's linked to a crime, and if you're convicted, I think if you're convicted of a crime, that eliminates you from running as president.
But even are they really going to convict a former president? And like, are you really going to?
Well, they were going to convict Richard Nixon, but Richard Nixon said, "I'm gone," and he left after Watergate, and he was like, "I retire. I'm out the White House," and bounced out and was never part of the political scene again. But that was Watergate. For those who are too young to know what Watergate was, just Google it. It was probably one of the biggest political crimes ever taking place in American history.
They still talk about it in like political science classes and stuff like that. So they should be privy to what Watergate was, but it's not such a big focus on it.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's part of. I guess they eliminated that with critical race theory. I don't know. They do what they want. They do what they want to do. Yeah. So
good morning, everybody.
Now the girl. So Fox News. I went to Fox News too immediately.
Yeah.
Fox News didn't have the spin ready.
They didn't.
The first guys were just like, this is damaging.
This could be damaging.
This could be damaging.
I was like, they're acknowledging it? That's the same thing I said. Yep.
For an hour, it was acknowledging that this is damaging. They hadn't created the spin because nobody knew what this girl was about to say. They didn't know. So they started with this, he switched lawyers, which is hysterical to me because we can't keep on one hand how many times Donald Trump has switched lawyers during the Russian collusion trial and how many times he went through lawyers and how many chief of staffs he went through. So that was nonsense. Now they're saying the Secret Service people are willing to testify and say it didn't happen. To those Secret Service people, more than
before that pled the fifth, didn't know they couldn't remember.
And then they
anything.
got the other
but
guy.
Now all of a sudden, I remember now.
Oh, I had his name. He pleaded the fifth on everything. He actually pleaded the fifth so many times that he said fifth again. He didn't even say plead. He was like fifth again, and fifth again. Do you think that was illegal? What happened? I plead the fifth.
I don't recall.
Like it was
either I don't recall
seven,
or I plead the fifth.
Yeah. Do you think it was morally wrong? Plead the fifth. What was his name? Michael.
What did Jay Marie say?
Watergate.
Talking about football.
She was talking about the Deflategate.
Was that the Deflategate? No, it wasn't the Deflategate. It wasn't the Deflategate.
Deflategate and Watergate.
Yeah, but there was a gate. There was Nipplegate too. There was Nipplegate with Janet Jackson. We also had Nipplegate.
Yes.
We've had a few gates, but that was the one that got a president. So that's Secret Service people, you know more than me. All I know is that if you take that stand, be clear. These people are slick on how they get you talking about shit that you weren't even planning on talking about. So if you think the only question they're going to ask you is about whether he grabbed that steering wheel and you've been his Secret Service people, they want to know everything that you experienced when you were around Mr. President, former President Donald Trump. What? Who knows what happens? I don't know what happens. All I know is Republicans were shook. One guy came out, the chief of staff who was her boss.
Mark Meadows.
He walked out of his office and he walked to the car. and they were asking him questions, and he said, "I'm on the phone. Can't you see I'm on the phone?" And they said, "You're not on the phone. We can see your screen." I said,
yeah, duh.
I said, "You're not even going to make a phone call and try in front?" Like they said, we see your screen. You're not on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went to an event. Then he went through the back, and he didn't want to answer questions. So Washington's in an uproar. It's I don't know what to compare it to. I don't know what's going to happen, Jay.
But I commend that girl. She's 25, 26 years old. She's putting her. I'm sure she's going to get all the death threats. She's going to get like, where is she going to go work after that? Definitely not going to be in politics. Because ain't nobody going to trust her. They're going to say, "Oh, you snitching."
Nowadays,
even though it's telling the truth and it's good, but
do you know how much she's going to get paid to pen a memoir? To pen a book about all of the things that happened while she was in her tenure. Come on.
Yeah, she's 25. She can go work on the other side. Because like that girl it's a show on Netflix that I started watching about how social media was involved in the election. She's the young lady that was the head of this Cambridge company. And she worked on the Obama campaign first. She was their social media manager, and then she switched over to work on the other side with Trump. So that girl be okay. And now the girl, they done ran her out the country, but she got plenty of money. So she
20 years ago.
God bless her, because I still wouldn't want to take that.
That's a lot.
God bless her. I wouldn't take that chance. But
family, everybody's affected with this.
Donald Trump, this is when it got ugly. This is when it got dog. These people were so reckless. They were sending reckless text messages to each other. And they started showing everybody's text messages. Dog, this is when I got up and I got close to the TV. I said, "We gonna show text messages in here?"
They thought they deleted them. Wait, what they
Donald Trump Jr.
Those are government phones. Those are government phones. It's not you privy to everything.
Donald Trump Jr. Text him. Tell him to stop this shit now.
He has to condemn this.
He has to condemn this now.
Because he kept stalling. If y'all remember, he would not condemn the whole insurrection when it was happening. He kept stalling. It didn't see the little video out.
Donald Trump Jr. is the dude who said it wasn't a problem, that this was not an insurrection, that this was not a terrorist act. So why were you sending text messages to Pop saying you got to condemn this immediately? Shawn Hannity.
He knew what was about to happen. He knew what was coming.
Shawn Hannity, a fucking TV host, has the direct text messages to the president of the United States. He lists what you're going to get charged with.
If you don't.
He goes, number 1, number 2, number 3. People, these cats are so reckless that they were sending this via text.
Because everybody was in a panic. You got to think nothing like this has ever happened in their lifetime with a sitting president.
And guess who never returned?
Everybody was scrambling. That was reckless. They weren't thinking in the moment.
And guess who never returned one text? President Donald Trump. The only person who is used to lying his entire life. They said Donald Trump doesn't even write memos. He says he doesn't even write letters to anybody or notes to anybody. So y'all fools, when I saw the text messages, I said, this is some me and Jay Black getting caught with text messages.
Told Mike not
We're supposed to get caught via text message. You cracked the code. Yes, you cracked the code.
Did you delete the trash can too? What do you mean? Why did you?
Yeah, what are you doing?
People who are running the country aren't supposed to be this reckless, yo.
Well, they are.
Everybody was probably reckless that day because nothing like this has ever happened before. And they did not think that they would go back and this would happen and everybody would be implicated like this.
Now, the person who
the mastermind.
Yeah, the person who needs to be very scared is Rudy Giuliani. His fat ass is about to be in trouble.
His days are numbered.
Oh yeah, because Trump didn't get the pardon all them people yet, and they was trying to get
pardons.
And
everybody was basically confessing. Yeah, he promised me a pardon. 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 He was promising pardons like Oprah. He was just giving out Christmas gifts.
You get a pardon.
Yo.
But the real thing that's going to hurt them too right now is the fact that they did the witness tampering. They start having people holler at, yo, he watching, and he know you could be trusted and you're loyal. So hey, we're going to be watching your deposition. Like, you can't do that when people about to testify.
And people were admitting that Donald Trump reads depositions. So if you was gonna go on there, don't think you was gonna be you killing them sexy Mo combination of the angel pillow and plug-in neckline. Okay, you go, girl. She ain't getting no sleep.
I thought she was naked. I was like, Mo naked this morning.
Yeah, I thought she was
not naked.
I say, do what you got to do for the show. Go ahead, girl. That's what I'm wanting. Take one for the team. Get these numbers.
Johnny understands what's going on behind the screen.
If that's the case, lower that camera just a half an inch. Get it popping.
But that was our good news. That was our world news.
That was our world news, and I couldn't stop watching Fox. But then, all right, this is the last part. Within 3 hours, they had their spin. Mm-hmm. They had to spin. They got this one white guy who don't give a damn. Like, this one white guy, the sun can be out, and he said, no, the Republicans say the sun is not out. It is dark where you're at. And he started in with they switched lawyers. The Secret Service will testify. Then he said some stuff that didn't even make any sense. And I was like, it still doesn't make any sense on why Donald Trump Jr. text and why Sean Hannity, your co-worker, text.
And Laura Ingraham.
And Laura Ingraham was going, look, she was like, they got their little shiny object. And then they tried to go to abortion. Then they went to abortion. And then they went to just not your right. And that's why I changed the channel. I said, all right, I guess y'all have done your control, your damage control for the night. And after a while, I can't take it. Like, I just watch it to see what they're saying. After a while,
there is no damage control on this reversal of Roe versus Wade. Like, there is not like this. They have opened up a box and it's going to keep spinning out of control. And you talk about telling women, but tell white women what they can and can't do with their bodies.
I just need them to y'all need to get mad, white women. I need y'all pissed.
They shut their box. Did they never?
Something just happened too. I know Lady Q was telling me yesterday. She was reading a story. Somebody literally had a pregnancy in a tube, and the lady could die, and they couldn't perform the abortion, and it was like 9 hours with the doctors trying to figure out a way around the loophole so they wouldn't be charged by doing an abortion. But literally, the lady going to die. The baby came in the tube, and like. I was like, damn, like I guess you don't think about stuff like that. The medical aspect, somebody's life on the line and they need to have this abortion done, but can't. That's a bit much. I ain't gonna say a bit much. That's beyond much.
I mean, every time somebody goes into a pregnancy, it's a life-threatening situation. It just happens so much that we take it for granted. Mm-hmm. They had to rush Stacey back in after she had the twins because she was bleeding out and they had to rush her back. I didn't even know. They really didn't explain how serious it really was.
Yeah.
So it is
the closest to death.
I had a stroke after having a baby, girl. After having Tamron, I had a stroke.
So we take it for granted because it happens. I even had a joke. Y'all would hate the joke, but in all seriousness, that it's a life-threatening situation when you're having a baby. Anything can happen, and that's the problem.
But think about those people though. You got a baby in your tube and you can't deliver.
And y'all worried about breaking the law now.
Like, they 9 hours of the doctors calling different district attorneys. They trying to figure out ways of doing this abortion where they can't get charged and lose their license. Because as a doctor, you can't jeopardize your livelihood and doing so they're like, look, I know this lady can die, but hold on, we can't do this yet. We need to figure this out. 9 hours on the phone, making all type of court causes, and that lady could have died within the time.
It's not a viable pregnancy, Jay. But on the flip side of that, surgeons have been able to successfully take an embryo and reimplant it. I've read up on that, but that's like a life-saving surgery, so there should be no debate on it.
Well, it was
because that's rare. That's rare.
Yeah.
All right.
That's an emergency surgery normally.
Can we get to the ratchet stuff, Mike? All right, we got all.
All right, before we get to
way to start off, Jay.
I'm done with this serious stuff
I can't.
It's
Jay.
It's just a lack of common sense, and I still will never understand what is the debate. It's your body. I don't care if I don't agree with what you do with your body. You're not doing it to my body. It's your body. That's why I never understood the gay thing. They doing it to each other. They with each other.
Right.
If you're not gay, don't be gay. Like,
the society
don't worry about it
itself, and in personal matters that don't affect the world. Because again, remember we talked about separation of church and state. All these things are coming right back home on our front doorsteps to have to deal with.
And please don't bring up the Bible, because y'all every time somebody brings up the Bible, you pick the part of the Bible that you follow.
Mm-hmm.
Fact, that's what people do.
You always pick the part that you down with. You never pick the other part. You always forget that premarital sex thing. You never bring that up. You never bring all that.
What about the adultery?
Yeah, all that adultery. We always forget about that. Like, for some reason, there's like, I don't know. There's like qualifications. Oh yeah, we know about that. We're not supposed to be cheating, but yeah.
And if you're Catholic,
gay thing.
Can't you go to confession and everything will be okay? So why are some things forgivable and some things are not?
Yeah, like the Bible says, Catholics got a hell of a nerve. The Bible
Everything
says
is supposed to be forgivable.
Yeah. Well, not Catholics. Catholics got a level of sins. Catholic got that we have mortal sins. What's the other sin? There's the one sin that's it's almost like a common sin. Then you got a mortal sin. So when you go to confessions, you got to do extra stuff to get forgiven from this white guy telling you, which I always thought was laughable. I even asked that in the third.
What's the scale of Hail Marys? Like,
it depends on what he decides. Yes, it depends.
20 for this.
What's it? It's
5 for this.
What's a mortal sin and a something else sin? Damn, I should know that. But yeah, I never got that either. I said, so cardinal sin. Damn, how the heck did you know cardinal sin?
Go ahead, Mo.
Yes, go ahead, Mo. It's a cardinal sin, then it's a mortal sin. And I guess you just do extra Hail Marys. I don't know. But yet they tell you should never praise any other statue or any other god. But yet we're supposed to do Hail Marys. Okay, I'm off of this. I'm off. Okay. Let's get to something silly. Drake want to fight somebody, y'all. Yeah, Drake want to fight somebody.
Drake is in a fight with somebody? Who is Drake in a fight with?
Drake put up $1 million. He said he will box and knock out his lookalike. Yeah. He offered him $1 million.
Oh, that dude, the lookalike, the Drake lookalike dude.
That's running around the country making bread, and I ain't mad off you, dog.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that either.
But I think the deal in this is that if Drake knocks him out, he has to stop. He can't be the lookalike anymore. He can't charge to be going places being Drake. So that's what Drake, that's just a silly little tidbit. I don't know why that bothers Drake so much. Like, why would that bother him so much?
Do the people know that he's really not Drake, or is he portraying himself as I'm Drake, or is he portraying himself
I think it's both.
Looking like Drake.
I think it's both. I think at first it was him being Drake, and then Mo, we can't hear you.
He's like the thick Drake.
He's like the what?
Like the thick Drake.
Yeah, you could tell he's not as glowy, and he's a little, you're right. He's about 10, 12 pounds heavier Drake. But I think to answer Shawnee's question,
who love the thickums out there, some of them say that he looks better than Drake.
So Drake wants to beat him up.
Oh, he does not look. I mean, he looked like Drake. I get it, but
when they together, you know it's not Drake.
You know that's not him. Yeah.
Like, I know you're not Rudy, but in that one picture, I thought I know if you
that is the crazy thing.
In that one scene.
In that one scene.
People like, it's one dude at this spot. Every time I come in, he's like, "Hey, Rudy." Like, I am not Rudy, but okay, thank you. But okay,
who just took a picture?
I did. I took the picture. I'm ready to put it up here.
We paranoid. You hear that? You what you taking a picture?
What you screenshot for? Nobody give me no heads up.
But ain't nobody say nothing.
What do you need that for? What do you need it for?
Something going on in my fireplace I don't know about. That ain't real wood, Mike's fireplace. No, it's not real wood. Do I look like I'm collecting real wood and putting that in the fireplace?
To your baby mama.
So Drake want to fight. We also have a question that we may get to, which I thought was hysterical. I have to believe that the question that Jay had, I don't know who put up the question. That has to be a white couple, because I can't believe that would be a discussion. I know I'm profiling. I can't believe that would be a discussion.
Oh, okay. I know. I'm like, what question? But I know what question.
But all right. But this is the ratchetness. Let's get it on. It's now 8:00 on the East Coast, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we don't know what it is in California. It's 3 hours, whatever, early.
It's early.
Something like that. God bless if you're watching. That means you just came home from a party. The ratchetness was a man comes to the baby mom's house and he got McDonald's for his kid.
Mickey D's.
And it seems like a simple thing. Nothing could possibly go wrong. How could there be drama that I brought Mickey D's for my kid? But in this relationship, it turns into drama. Here's the video.
Part 1.
Every day my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing of McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger, one fry. What he like? What do you mean? Okay, what about my other kid? And daddy, my baby.
All right, so that was part 1.
All right. Let me.
You gotta break that down, and Shawn, you got the other part. All right.
That might be one of the most ignorant fucking statements I've ever heard in my life.
Well, why don't we get through all 3 parts before you go?
No, he can break down the first part, right? Well, what do you want to break down the first part?
I'll time myself.
Okay. He's about to go all the way.
It's 8:01. It's 8:01. I got till give me till 8:03 going on 4. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna say this the meanest way I can say it.
Oh Lord.
Bitch, they ain't my kids. And if you want those other 2 kids to eat, call them other 2 dudes. Other 3, yes. Call those baby fathers.
Yes.
Now, me being the sucker that I am, I probably would have tried to get everybody a cheeseburger being the dumbass that I am.
No,
but that's somebody being
No, she
nice.
said every day. So he's bringing his kid food every day. But now
I thought it was just this one time.
No, every day.
Every day he brings something for his son. So you should be absolutely ecstatic that this man is coming to see his son every day and giving him lunch. And your raggedy trifling ass sits there and complains because you got stuck with some other trifling baby daddies who ain't doing that.
Right.
You're gonna expose the fact that he brings his son lunch every day.
Now let's get to part two.
Do you know what I'm only on 2 minutes. I'm only on 2 minutes. Do you know how low your SAT scores must be?
Right.
Do you really know your IQ must be in the negatives? To say, I'm going to put a video out showing my baby daddy bringing his son lunch every day. Drink the can of Ajax.
Drink the can of Ajax.
Take a can of Ajax.
All right, it's 8:03.
8:03. Part 2 to the raggedy bitch. Part 2.
Trying to help out though? You're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating on McDonald's. Why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car.
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? So you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine.
Yeah.
She said you know I get my food stamps on
the 11th. That's what I was saying. So it sounds like they had a conversation before And maybe she, maybe she asked him to get food for all of them because it sounds like she don't have no food.
Nah, that ain't what it
can't.
Yes,
it does sound like she doesn't have any food.
She said she asked the dumbest question in the history of questions. She said, "How are you helping your son? He's feeding him." Stupid dummy.
She said that he can't have it if none of the other ones had. Like,
yeah,
so,
he can't eat. Like, she not gonna let him eat.
But it was that moment a little bit that I felt a little bit because I can see how if you got 4 kids and this one eating McDonald's, how I looked at the other 3, they gonna be like,
you know what she should do?
That part, I felt that part.
But dad said, "Bring him out here. I'll let him eat in my car."
And that's when it shifted for me.
Why did it shift?
Because at that point, when she said no, he can't even allow his son to come out and eat the lunch with him in his car. Now you're super petty. You're like that's whenever you did wrong at that point.
Okay, so
you did wrong because the kid could have came out and ate some food with his pops.
All right,
and I don't care if you get your food stamps on the 1st, the 5th, or the 11th. Guess what? Oodles and noodles. Everybody got those in their house. Why your kids not eating at all?
Maybe she don't have it.
That's play raggedy, bitch.
Kids, I know your black car slamming, aka that EBT. I know that's it.
Crazy.
I'm trying to get one. Look,
part 3.
I asked him before he went to McDonald's to help get the other kids some food if she didn't have any food for her kids. True that, Tim.
You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine.
Yeah, they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me?
Because I'm exposing. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the you all like going to my mother account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with? That's the one you gonna
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
They my
McDonald's. You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
You know what I love? What I love is the only person she exposed was herself. That's the only person that got exposed. If this guy was smart, he would take a copy of this video and he would go to the judge with it. He would literally go to court.
But what the judge gonna do?
Ain't gonna help
him and go to court and get it. If he had the financial reason, I would go to court and I would get custody of the kid. I would say, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what her mentality is. She truly believes that he has to buy food for siblings of kids that he had nothing to do with.
I think we don't know, but it seems like she may have asked him to get it for all of them.
Put Nikki back on.
Because she doesn't have any food. I mean, it's clear she ain't got no food. She keep hollering, I don't get my food stamps till
she's selling them food stamps. She's selling some of them food stamps. She got 4 kids.
You got 4 kids. Them food stamps is popping.
Listen, they eating shrimp and they eating crab, snow crab.
No, I'm talking about calling him a hood dad.
Something.
Oh, good dad. No, she was meant to say good. It was good.
Yeah,
she
good
did.
Okay.
I think that he may have. She probably asked him to get it for all 4, and he said okay, but just brought his child some. And I'm not mad at him for just, feeding his child.
Over something else because she didn't let
He's
the son come out to eat.
First of all,
so it was never about her other kids watching the son eat.
Well, I asked the girls. I let them see this video, and they had already saw it. And I wanted to, see how they felt because I said, if I had another kid by somebody else and their dad only brought them something, how would that make y'all feel, girls? And they was like, that ain't my daddy. I don't care. I call my daddy. I said, oh, okay. It's like, yeah, I called my daddy, tell him to send me some money.
Yeah. All I know is the food is cold as hell. Nobody gonna want to eat that food, especially them French fries.
Or if that's what he does for his kid every day, why don't you say, look, I'm gonna cash app you. Can you get the other kids something? Especially if y'all
Well,
have
she don't got it, and that's why she said
that's the thing. She
ain't got no money. She can't afford it. She's hurt.
But this is what kills me. She believes the shit that's coming out of her mouth.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the mentality of you. You put yourself in that situation.
The entitlement.
He gave you one kid. He gave you one.
Mm-hmm.
You went on and had 3 other ones.
Or prior to, whatever.
And you sit up there talking about.
Getting into.
I ain't never heard somebody say, you got to actually feed my other kids.
Good question, Super. You see his question? What'd he say?
So then he can't take his son to get a haircut or buy him clothes or whatever she wants him to do for all the others.
You can't get a haircut unless you get all 4 here. All 4 of them got to get their haircut.
And somebody sent that post. I forget if y'all sent it or whatever. I'm going to paraphrase it when it said, why is it the baby mom that doesn't ask for everything
Lady Q,
get stuck with the deadbeat dads?
I sent
they wind up not
sorry,
going to court or whatever like that.
Here it is.
This is the dad that does the right thing and gets stuck with this hood rat, and you sitting there and you're like, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Well, he ain't get stuck with it. He like she said, you chose this. You
he got stuck with her.
No, he didn't get stuck with her.
Yes, they both got stuck with each other.
No, because she says you knew what you were getting yourself into. So
and he got stuck in there.
Now he didn't have to though. When he started, she had 3 kids. He shouldn't have ran up in a row.
We are not gonna run this and be like, no, here we go. Here we go. This is defend women by any means necessary.
You keep saying he got stuck with her. He didn't get stuck with her because he had a choice. She wasn't hiding the 3 babies, and then all of a sudden, after she get pregnant by him, ta-da!
So then remember, so keep
Walmart, CVS,
keep that same energy when that woman gets with a guy who got 5 other kids and she's stuck and he not paying child support. I want that same energy.
And again, and that's what I would say to that situation too.
So I don't want to hear any complaints.
Get stuck. You knew this man had 5 kids.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
In Walmart, a contraceptive for both.
And he said if 1 or 2. So it sounded like she had babies after him.
No, she had 3 before his son. His son is the baby.
Mm-hmm.
How do we know that? How do we know all the ages and what order?
Because he says it. She says you knew what you were getting into. I had 3 kids. He said them other 3 kids ain't mine. No, his son is the baby.
I think it would be different. It would be different if they were together and or seeing each other still, but it appears they're not together. And so he's bringing his child food. He's taking care of his child.
Well, I'm not even gonna get caught. So he's not stuck, but he's connected with her for life until that child is 18. And that mentality of a person is disgusting. Like, you don't have no common sense. Your common sense is gone the day you were born. When you were born, they actually put your name on a birth certificate and they yanked the common sense out your goddamn brain. For you to believe that somebody has to feed kids that aren't his kids is ridiculous.
So her approach should be,
and I would take it to court, and I don't even know if the guy wants to do that. In my situation, I would want that video posted so I could take it to court and get custody of the kid, and you got to come visit the kid, because this is what I'm dealing with. They won't let my kid eat food unless I buy food for her other kids.
Well, I mean, I don't agree with that.
She put herself in a bad situation by thinking that she was going to record and expose him. She really exposed herself and put herself in a situation where even if he called DHS DIFUS on her, she could be in a lot of trouble for saying, well, I'm not going to let him eat. He can't eat if none of my other kids can't eat.
No, she should have let the baby eat. He should have let the baby go with the daddy and that he could go eat. And then she call the other daddies and tell them what she need. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Stacey, I agree with you. Oh, there's a statement. Why deadbeat dads get the unproblematic mother who wants him to be there for his kids, and the good dads get the difficult baby mom? It always happens. I don't know.
Yes. It always works out that way.
So, but if he did pay for food and got himself financially, in some situations because he's supplying food for you and your other kids, and then he couldn't do for his kid. Now he's caught up, right? Now he's putting himself in a bind
Yeah, because McDonald's have you got buying food for 4 kids.
That was my next.
If I take Carly and Tamron to McDonald's, just the 2 of them, if they DoorDash it, that is $40. I mean, like, what are y'all getting from McDonald's? The whole menu, and they only got a meal, just a meal. They ain't got no cookies, they ain't got no ice cream, no McFlurry, just a nugget meal with a Sprite. That's $40. I ain't for 4 kids.
Rodney Perry said I often would feed everyone there. I said I would be the sucker.
But not all the time.
My thing is, it's a big deal if you got $200 in your bank account and you got to make that thing last for 2 weeks until your next paycheck. Yeah, which I've been in that situation. You take $40 out of that. That's a big chunk.
And I think that's why she said, I get my EPT check on the 11th, because that's why he was probably bringing the food, because she ain't got no money. So I'm gonna make sure my kid got food. I'm make sure my boy good.
Asked him, hey, can you get all the kids something?
You keep adding stuff. You keep adding.
She always remixes. She always adds stuff.
She probably.
It sounds like she asked him.
It sounds like
something.
First of all, she said when she started the video, before she opened the door, she was like, see, I'm gonna tell you what he gonna do. He just gonna bring food for his kid like he always does. So that
okay, but stop. But why would she say that? Why?
Because he always brings food for his kid, and he never brings food for the other kids.
So that leads me to believe that she probably asked him, hey, can you get something for all 4 of the kids for me, because I don't have any money.
Obviously,
it don't make sense just to turn on the camera and say he only gonna bring food for his kids.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, that's a given. That's a given. That I'm gonna bring food. So it's a reason why she's saying that. That's what I'm saying. Because he probably told her on the phone, "Nah, I ain't bringing no food for all them kids. I'm only gonna feed mine." He probably told her that. That's how she knew that he's gonna show up with 1 bag of food.
No, Shani, she's dead ass wrong.
I'm not saying that she's right.
I'm just reading the comments. I'm just reading.
I'm not saying that she's right, Stacey. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but out of the blue, she just didn't turn this camera on. That's the thing that get me with these situations, because real people are in these situations. I ain't in the situation because I made different choices. But people that are in these situations need help in how to work out of them, instead of just sitting up talking about the woman. She needs to really understand what she's doing and what's going on. But there is some logic to it, and y'all just make it out like these women just like they just they're just.
I'm saying this woman.
Yeah, 1 kid together.
Don't remix me. I said this woman.
Rodney said he should have
be doing stuff like this. I'm just saying, it sounds like they had a conversation before, and she probably asked him to bring food for all 4 of the kids. Right. And he said no, and that's fine that he say no, because the only one that he obligated to is his. She needs to make some better decisions and stop having all these kids by all these people that can take care of their kids.
He said something poignant though, because Rodney Perry said he should have just brought 4 cheeseburgers and split it, right? But he said on camera, yes, I brought what my son likes. I brought what my son likes to eat. So why should he dumb down the menu and say, oh, well, son, you can't have the fries and the orange pop, and you can't have this because your siblings got to eat too. Again, she is the custodial parent. Those are not his kids, and they're not together. I think that the combination of those 3 does not obligate him to bring food, especially if we don't know what his pockets look like. We don't know what kind of, if he living paycheck to paycheck, like Mike said.
And she dogging him out, saying he ain't a good dad.
I don't think she should have put it on camera. But I mean, if it were reversed and the girl's dad had them and he had the boys too, let's say they were all young, and he called me and said, hey, can you look, I'm in a situation. Can the kids need to eat. Can you bring something for all? I'm gonna just take something for all of them. That's what I'm gonna do. It don't matter. Them ain't my kids. They kids. They don't understand the stuff that goes on between grown.
But if your pockets are not stretching enough to be able to do that, your first priority is the child that you had. I'm sorry.
She need to manage her money too.
my first priority is my children, but I know there's other kids there. So if that means I got to sacrifice for some kids, not just adult. Now I ain't gonna buy a car. I'm good. But you know what? I probably would buy a car or something.
Rodney, he ain't got it. Right? You can't assume he got it. We can't. You cannot.
Hey, Mr. Hollywood, everybody ain't got it.
Everybody wasn't coming to America too.
Everybody coming to America Part 2. Everybody ain't got it. Coming to America Part 2.
Rodney Perry live.
Booked every week. Booked every weekend. Everybody ain't booked every weekend, Rodney. Stop playing.
Eating healthy, losing weight.
He don't even look like he got it. I'm not even profiling. He don't even look like he got it to be giving up $40 every time he come home for lunch and give his son that.
You know what, Shani, you brought up another point though, another valid point. Like you would have done that. It is in women's nature to sacrifice and make. I mean, we're very sensitive when it comes to children, and I'm not saying men are not. But women are supposed to be natural nurturers. So of course we're gonna say, oh, all these babies hungry. Let me hurry.
I'll tell you, who's not a natural nurturer. That bitch right there ain't no natural. She lost that one. She ain't get them genes. She ain't get your genes. Because I promise you, it was the other way around, and he had 5 kids at his house. I promise you, she ain't paying for all 5 kids to eat.
I'm sending it to you.
I promise you.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to her. I would have got to keep something.
Let me just listen to this first part again because I just wanted to make sure I understood this. Hold on.
Okay. Daddy, my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not gonna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you he only got one thing.
There you go.
I bet you he only. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how you really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up?
What's up?
Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids.
It's not.
That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger, one fry.
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kid?
What about him? Stop it right there. Stop it right there. Stop it right there. What about my kids? You know what I'm like? What about them?
But listen, she said every day.
Every day.
Only enough for 1 kid every day. So that means that something is going on other than that. If you're running out of food stamps,
she's jealous or
whatever.
She smashed 3 other deadbeats, and now this one dude is doing what he needs to do, and she mad that the other ones she chose those other dudes.
You're making my other
she chose them.
One thing I didn't understand why she ain't called the other kids daddy, or why ain't somebody else?
Because they not dealing with her raggedy ass. They don't answer the phone. They don't even answer her number blocked.
That's not right, and that's the thing that I'm.
It's not right that she expects somebody else.
You got kids with somebody. I don't care how difficult it is. I don't care if you got kids with somebody. It is your responsibility to do what's necessary for your kids. I don't care if they a bitch. I don't care what they are. Okay. I don't care. It doesn't matter. You can't tell me.
Absolutely right.
Because I went through that. The reason why me and my kids' dad have the relationship we have is because I made a decision. Now, I could have been a bitch because it was some real shit going on, but I always overlooked that, and I considered what's best for my daughters, and not only my daughters, but my stepsons. I could not stand my kids, my ex-husband. I couldn't stand him. I wanted him to just catch on fire. Okay.
And that's great. And that's something that's admirable that you did. But now let's get back to this raggedy ignorant hoe that we talking about right now. Let's get back to her. I admire people who know the bigger picture. I admire people who have common sense who know the bigger picture. And I have paid for many a person's meal that I didn't have to. Mm-hmm. But she's wrong. Now, Rodney Perry, Mr. Coming to America Part 2, Mr.
got
Booked
it.
Every Weekend, Mr.
He got
Everybody Got It.
Daddy Deep Pockets.
Everybody got it. I assume he got enough money to spend $40 a day on lunch. It's your turn. And Roddy Perry Live comes on at 9 o'clock.
Come on, Daddy Deep Pockets. That's gonna be your new name, Daddy Deep Pockets.
Come on, Daddy Warbucks. Let's get it.
I'll absolutely absorb all the rhetoric. And absolutely, we're doing great now, but it hasn't always been that way.
I know that.
My son is currently 27, 28. He is when we were raising him, it was she had like same situation, like 3 other children. And if I didn't have it, I would scoop him up and I would take him to get him something. If I didn't have it, I would scoop him up and take him. You know what I mean? So they wouldn't have to watch him eat. Because that's unacceptable. You know, as an adult.
But she won't let him take him. She won't let him. He said,
bring him out to the car.
Bring him out and he can come eat with me. And she wouldn't let that happen either.
Daddy. Yeah, now
well, I mean, let's all agree on a couple of things. First of all, they're both horrible people.
Wait.
Why is he horrible?
Why is he horrible?
He's a horrible person.
Why?
Because he's not feeding children. Period.
Why?
How do you know if he has it to feed them?
It don't matter. First of all.
You want him to go shoot a deer? And what do you want him to do if he ain't got it?
Not a deer.
If you don't, we talking about freaking McDonald's. He could have took that same $20 and went to the grocery store and showed up with enough food for everybody. Same money.
That's her job.
Facts.
No,
that's her job.
It's not her job. See, let me explain something to you guys, right? So, as a person that's part of a blended family, we put a lot on the women, a lot, you know, and we said, I got my child support. It's not enough.
Thank
Amen
you.
to that.
Amen.
It's just not enough. Like, it costs a lot of money to maintain a child, one child, every day, all day, and the stuff you can't, you know, he's talking about one fucking meal. There's 2 more meals.
That's not his responsibility.
That's absolutely his responsibility.
It is not his responsibility.
How is it not?
There are 3 other fathers. There are 3 other fathers.
You feed your daughter every day, all day.
Yeah. My daughter.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm talking about just his child. He brings one meal and like my job is done. Unacceptable.
It's not my kids. They're not my kids.
Riley, you don't really think that he's supposed to feed everybody in the house, Riley.
Hold on, gentlemen. I'm excluding the other kids. One meal from McDonald's for my kid is unacceptable.
What do you want him to do?
He needs to get his shit together.
But we don't even know if he does. He probably does have his shit together, and he's probably taking care of
If you have his shit together, it's nothing to drop $20 more.
Right. You know, I know he got his stuff together. When she said, wait, she said, you're not a good dad. People out here thinking you're a good dad. Obviously, he's doing more than just bringing that one meal. Can we agree to that?
I'm not going to get into the semantics of these 2 people because
you got to, because you said he was bad for not feeding other people's kids.
They're both horrible people.
Wow. I don't think dude's horrible. He's doing his job. He's doing what he needs to do for his kid, for his seed.
We're talking about 1 meal a day. Black?
No, we don't. He's doing other stuff. He I mean, we're assuming, but I'm assuming he's doing more because she said people think you're a good dad.
He's not.
I'm assuming he's paying child support, and he knows that she didn't have enough bread, so he's coming through for his kid because she can't afford anything outside of what he's already doing. So I'm gonna step up and do what I need to do to make sure my seed is eaten. And so I can't worry about the next. I still got my household. I still got other stuff going on. I can't support me, my family, my situation, my kid, and you and your other kids. That ain't right on me. Y'all bugging. So I'm doing what I need to do. That doesn't make me a horrible person. That makes me a stand-up dude that acknowledge that I can't afford to take care of additional people when I got my own responsibilities. I can't pay your mortgage and mine.
So let me ask this, because they're not
together,
you did,
right? By asking me to spend more money to pay for other kids that ain't mine. That means additional monthly and weekly responsibilities that ain't in my budget. How my paycheck is set up, I'm living under where I need to live at. Now you add an additional resource that I got to kick out every week because you chose to have kids with these no good dudes.
Right.
Nah, kick rock, shorty. But I said my
one
piece.
thing is, so she gets her stamps on the 11th, right? I'm just trying to figure out what does she do with the stamps? Like
I've
what?
been on
Like
stamps.
that he's bringing his son food still every day.
So how much we have to determine how much she's getting, because she's not at an apartment. She's at a place of business because you can see the lettering on the window where she's at.
No, I think that's just a screen door say security.
No.
If
If you read on that door, it got some hours of operation and stuff. Because I was looking at that trying to figure out, is this her house? Because why is she right here on the street? So help me understand.
First of all, let's really take a hard look at this whole thing. This is probably staged.
Well, I mean, but first of all, don't ruin the show, Rodney. Don't ruin the goddamn show. It might be staged
all day, every day.
Okay, there's a lot of stuff that's staged.
Okay, so but it's a great conversation. It's a great
that
conversation.
Rodney played on his video on his show was staged. We think the shit that we play on here.
I think that guy's reaction was real. I think he was real. And I think she really is psychotic and believes
I think that they both have issues. I think the children need food, and you should take care of it if you can.
I just want to state this fact: in New Jersey, if you have 3 kids and you are on stamps, they will give you so much damn food that you will start giving it to neighbors.
That's
what
I'm
gonna tell you that from experience with 3 kids.
She's selling some stamps.
We literally could not keep the food in the refrigerator or in the secondary cooler. We started just being like, I got embarrassed because I felt bad that we were getting this much food because we didn't need it. It was just something that they gave it to Stacy because
there's a better way, gentlemen and ladies. There's a better way. He could have bought food
every single time,
and everybody could have ate.
So every day.
Women are saying every single time it's a lot.
Absolutely, every single time. Absolutely.
If he has it, God bless him.
We know he got $20. $20 is enough money to go to the grocery store and come back with enough food for everybody.
When did that become his responsibility? I understand that you have a great heart, Rodney. And I understand what you're saying is something that I would do. But what I'm also saying is you can't call this guy a bad person because he's okay, you can. Okay. Well, I'm going to push back and disagree with it.
That's fine.
Because saying that he's a bad person, the dude is actually handing his responsibility. This woman wants to expose him and in actuality exposed herself. Okay. Because the man, not only did the man, let me finish.
Go ahead.
When that man comes and says, okay, you don't want the kids to eat in front of your kids. Let me take the child out
to the car.
Then she says no. So she has decided everybody gonna be hungry, including the kids that the kid that dad is handling his business. I'm gonna put him in this situation because I messed with 3 other dudes that are deadbeats. So everybody gonna suffer. Number 2, let me get to this other thing about this young lady. Get a goddamn job. Okay? Everybody has to carry their weight. And you sitting there writing down that this man is bringing lunch every day, and you're spending time out of your day documenting this when your ass should be documenting job opportunities. That's what you should be scrolling. You shouldn't be Steven Spielberging it and trying to make a video so you can embarrass this young man's father and put it on social media and Facebook so the other kids can see their dad be exposed. You're a horrible, ratchet person, and you need to get the can of Ajax and swallow that bitch.
Not swallow the bleach. Swallow the bleach.
So you would murder the children's mother.
I was joking, but you know I was joking. But you know I was joking.
And so
Look, you said drink just Ajax.
So I'm the kid for the household. I'm the kid. My pops is bringing me McDonald's.
Yeah.
I gotta also. I don't know what a birth order, but I gotta also look at my brothers and sisters that don't have nothing. Guess what I'm gonna do? As one of those siblings, I'm gonna break my little burger up and give it to my sibling.
And I agree with that.
Or he may be so young and not aware, and he's just eating. He's being a kid and eating. He's not paying attention to his surroundings and who has what.
He's absolutely
paying
attention.
Eating.
He's absolutely paying attention. You have to understand. Children know what's going on.
What up,
my dad's supporting me. He's here for me, and yours not.
Oh, that's fine.
That's
the
the
cruel
taught
world
in the house. That's the attitude taught in the house. It ain't no way that one of my girls got something and they don't know to share with the other. That's something that was taught.
And all that is correct. And I agree with what y'all saying. I agree, because I would probably do the same thing. I'm saying this girl got a hell of a nerve to expect kindness.
But I think Lady Keith made a valid point when she said it's not his responsibility to do meal planning for her entire family every day, because that's what it's becoming. Job? Like the audacity that she actually has to think that she's entitled. To me, I think that that's an entitled mentality to think that because I mismanage or whatever her situation, because we don't know what her situation at home is. We do know she get a lot of stamps every month. We can't agree upon that. Why don't you plan better? It just seems like it's more to her attitude about surrounding him bringing food every day.
Riley, you don't expect him to do it every day, right?
It feels like to me like she's entitled. Like she feels like because I got a kid by you.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
You say he a horrible person, and then Riley, you judge him based off his sweatsuit. You judge them based off his sweatsuit, saying, "Oh, he got it."
He got it.
So is his responsibility for how much? How long, Rodney? According to your theory, for him being horrible.
Are you gonna let me answer? Or you gonna keep asking?
Go ahead.
Don't get sassy. Don't be getting sassy up here, Rodney. Don't be getting
Rodney feeling
he's a man. If you're a man, it's natural to you to take care of children and women. And if you choose not to, you're a horrible person. Period.
All right. I just added it up. It's $20 a day. Monday through Friday. You said do it every day. In a year, it would be $40.
It's not $20 a day.
No, you just said $20. It's $20 if you're doing McDonald's every day.
If you go to the grocery store, if you go to the grocery store, $20, he can buy spaghetti.
So now y'all need him to do groceries for the whole damn house.
Grocery shopping, this and cook food, and prepare.
Do y'all want him to? Do y'all want him to make it and deliver it and DoorDash it? Do what else do you want?
That's not what's being said.
I'm going by $20. Rodney said
here is that there are some kids that are hungry. I'm not talking about grown folks. I'm not talking about her. There are some children that are hungry, and we don't know. I'm assuming that she probably asked him to bring something for all of them and not just, his son. So when you know like that, so if I call you, Mike, and say, Mike, can you cash out me $20 because I can't feed the girl.
One-offs is different.
You gonna just tell me, well, call Carl.
Here and there is
different. Of course, I'm gonna give you. But let me just do the math on this. The $20 a day, he does it every day. The $20 a day comes out to $4,800 for the year. If he does it every day.
Yeah.
5 days a week.
Okay.
Does he look like he has an extra $4,800? I don't have an extra $4,800 right now.
But it's not extra, Mike. It's not extra.
It is. Those are not his kids.
No. I'm saying he's got $4,800 for the one kid, right?
No, for everybody. I put everybody. You said if he gets $20, they split the meals.
If he's going to McDonald's, he could do better.
So have you been to McDonald's lately?
No, but if you spending the money at McDonald's, seeing that's what Rodney.
Are you serious? Are you guys serious, gentlemen?
When's the last time you went to McDonald's?
You just did the math. You just did the math on.
I'm glad I'm not y'all kid. Shit, black.
Riley, if you were my kid, you're going to get what you want, and that's what he's doing. This kid wants the McDonald's. He's making sure his kid got food.
So the kid makes the decisions, or the adult.
Well, no, obviously
so that's why these are two horrible people.
The mom can't handle it, so the dad is stepping in.
Horrible people.
The dad is clearly stepping in.
Ajax, get her out of here.
Or let me ask this.
Riley, you wrong on this one, Riley. You wrong on
not at all.
Wait, I make. Let me even put it here. I make $30,000 a year, right? Mike just said that's before taxes, right? Mike just said it's $4,800 if he's doing that every day, right? You still got to pay rent. You still gotta pay your car note and do whatever else. $5,000 may not seem like a lot of money to you, but that might be the difference between being able to make it for somebody else. That's why I always say I don't count nobody pennies in their pocket, because you can't say that he actually has it or he can stretch it. And it is not his responsibility to sit up here and say, how am I going to feed or make sure that she got everything that she needs? We're not together. I'm doing the best I can by my son, making sure that he eats every day, making sure that he's clothed, whatever. But I don't have it for the other kids or to help her out for the rest of her
my
household.
math was way off.
I'm a bad person. I'm a bad person now because I can't do it.
Hold up, my math is so off. If he does $20 a day, that's $100 a week. That's $400 a month, right? Yeah. That's for one kid. I calculated all this for one kid. Dog, that's a lot of money.
$400 a month for one kid? That's not a lot of money.
No, I'm saying if you add the other 3 kids.
For one meal. That is if he's paying child support on top of that, on top of doing extra stuff, making sure he got clothes and stuff, that is a lot.
This is a problem now. If you are an adult and you have a child and you are spending $20 on one meal a day, then it's something wrong with you. Because with $20, I can feed us for the whole week. I can go to the grocery store.
Because you're planning.
Forget planning. This is common sense. So to say so now I'm siding a whole lot more with Rodney. Because if you can go spend $20 every day on one meal, because you eating too. So how much you spending on you?
Why is that his? You said if he can,
why is that any of your business? That's none of your business. You want to regulate? This all started.
Because
y'all all started with the guy doing.
I want to give him props for going to get this high ass McDonald's every day.
Why not?
That is one meal. The kid. What kid do you know that eats one time a day?
But he was just doing something every day. That was his routine, and she's mad at it. We're not saying he's not feeding him the other days.
No, take that $20 and invest it better.
How about you budget them damn food stamps that your kids can't eat till the 11th?
So how about you budget them food stamps? Because he should pay for the whole house.
I'm saying no, that's not, and you missing the point. I'm not saying that it's his responsibility to take care of everybody. But damn, if the kids are we talking about some kids.
Dude, no matter what a man does,
how many times
a woman can be 1,000. No matter what a woman that woman could have came out, spit in his face, threw the McDonald's at him, and you would have figured a way out to blame this guy for what he did.
No, that's
every time.
I said before, it's about 2 people that got kids. I don't care what she did. I don't care. I don't care what he did. I don't care what he did. At the same time, people that are parents have to make better decisions. I don't care what happened. We talking about kids. I'm not talking about I called you and said, look, I ain't got no gas to get to where I need to go, or I don't have the money to buy this outfit I need. We talking about some kids that are hungry.
I find it very interesting that in a situation like this, we spend more time on what the father did wrong and what he should do than the actual person who is ignorant.
Y'all dwelled on that. No. Whether the guy was wrong or right.
The only reason we dwelled on it is because they started bringing up what he did. And that is amazing to me. If this was the other way around, the exact same scenario, we would not spend as much time on the mom if there was exactly the same scenario. And the dad was the one exposing her. But because it's the dude.
If I'm the father, I say, don't get no McDonald's. Go to the grocery store, go to Publix, go to Piggly Wiggly, and show up here with my $18 worth of food.
He is trying to do something for his son, and now you want to regulate what he does for his son because your other kids that you have with other people.
Facts, Mike.
Like you can't if you have a kind heart.
So this is funny to y'all. You telling me that you would not feed those other children black? Really?
No, Rodney. What I'm saying is I'm not.
No. Would you feed other children? Yes or no?
What if you can't, Rodney?
Rodney, you said every day.
You can't.
So that's what I'm saying. But I'm going to scratch up. I'm going to give up my meal at least to make sure my son eats. Even if I don't eat, I'm gonna make sure that money that I would have spent on
we're not talking. That's
I'm
not
making sure my seed. All I care about is my seed, Rodney. At this point, I'm struggling. I need to make sure that my household and my seeds are good.
If you cared about your seed, you would have your seed.
What do you
Now,
obviously?
Rodney, that's a whole different story.
Maybe work situation that leads down a whole nother trail.
That's what Mike said in the beginning. He used this to go get custody of the child.
That's what I said I would do. I would use this video.
If you care about your seed, get your seed then.
But once again,
I'm not going to see it. Wait, Rodney, just to answer your question. No, if there's a hungry kid and I can do for it and I'm going to help, I can help. But what I'm saying is that can't be a monthly and weekly responsibility for me. Something has to change. I'm making sure that my seed, put my mask on first, and then before you take care of anybody else, I need to make sure my household is good and my seed is good. And if I could do something after that, sure, I'll go ahead and try to help out. But it's not going to be my obligation to feed everyone every day, every week. No, that's not.
She literally said you have to.
Did I
said I was a horrible.
Did I feed my baby mother's children every time I came? No. You know, my son was allowed to go with me, and then I would take care of that while we were together.
Well, and that's what he suggested. He said, "Listen, bring him out here." He listened to what she said, and he said, "Okay, well, here he can eat with me. He can go in my car and eat with me." And she said, "No."
I'm gonna just play this part two. Real quick, let's just part two.
Before you play it,
who want to go sit in the car and eat a McDonald's?
Hold up. Oh, we do it all the time in my house. But I want to just say this. Yeah, I would have bought food. I would buy food for the kids, but because I would do it doesn't mean another person is obligated to do it. What I feel I would do, I know it. Even if I didn't really have it right, I'd be the dumbass and I would do it.
Why would you do it? Why would you do it?
It's just because that's just how I am.
But why? You don't know why?
No, because I think I just got a kind heart when it comes to kids.
Jay Black said the same thing. Why would you do it?
Oh, me?
No, Jay Black.
Oh, Jay Black.
Say that last part again. I'm sorry, I was trying to get caught up with them comments.
Okay, yeah. You said you would take care of those kids, right?
What I said was, if I had it and I'm bringing my kid food, if I can afford to bring additional kids that's in that same household food, that's a possibility. Yes, if I have it. If I don't have it, that's
so if you have it, you would. Why?
In that moment, because kids, like you say, kids and you, there's a special place for everybody that love kids.
If you have it,
if I have it,
you would help those kids. So why would you do that?
Because I have a kind heart and I don't want kids, if they hungry and I can help out, in this moment. But it's not a commitment that I'm signing up for every week.
So if a person doesn't, my thing is, if a person doesn't do it, I'm not calling that doesn't make me.
You call me horrible
because
I didn't
me and you
do
are different. It's just, and then maybe they really don't have it. So now if they don't have it, you're forcing them basically to go like, look, I can't afford this. So what does that mean? Does that take away the time to go see his son? Does he not go drop off the McDonald's? But once again, the highlight is always on what this guy should do different.
You said he was horrible, but that's why I want to play this.
I did. I would say it again.
Let's play this part two. Let's play this part two.
You see it? I got it.
If she's a man,
part two
for the moment. I was just trying to read the comment. I'm sorry. All right, go. I'm trying to get. There's so many comments coming in. I'm trying to be part two. Play part two.
Trying to help out though. You're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
How are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating no McDonald's. Why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car.
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. They're your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? So you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
Three kids that ain't mine.
Yeah.
So Rodney, real quick. So the thought is, if she's truly worried about her kids eating, why not let the one kid go outside to eat? If that's truly her concern.
Did he freeze?
No, I'm not froze.
Okay.
I'm not froze at all. I can't speak to her state of mind. I don't agree with her. I think she's a horrible person, but I also think he is. You understand what I'm saying? Like they have both failed these kids, right? They both have. She failed them by continuing to have children, knowing she couldn't take care of one. He failed them as a man, walking up and not trying to solve the situation. That's what men do.
Rodney.
That's what Mike Shawn does. That's what Jay Black does.
But I can't solve.
Y'all can sit here and get in the philosophical thing about should the guy do it every time? Okay, great. Maybe not. But you would do it and you would do it. And if you say you wouldn't, you're not telling the truth.
No. I would do it, but there are situations in my life where I couldn't do it. And I thank God every day that I've been able to do it. And if this guy can't do it, that is a big chunk of money. That and the entitlement to say that
he didn't say he couldn't do it. He said he won't do it.
Okay, so semantics is he said he won't do it. He's not a bad person for saying he's not going to do it. Just simply because we decide that we will do it doesn't make him a bad person.
Yes.
And she doesn't sound like the easiest person to actually deal with off the door. So I'm sure there's a strained relationship there. Or I assume. Let me not say I'm sure because I don't know.
Her integrity as a mother just by saying that she's not going to allow the boy to eat at all if the same thing is not brought for the other kids. I can't believe that there's not a pack of oodles and noodles in that damn house.
There's probably some food in the house, I'm sure.
Yes, but
for her to even be able to say that.
She's really harping on if my other kids can't eat McDonald's, then one can't. And I understand one for all type of mentality, but in this situation, it doesn't apply because he's not obligated. It's not his job.
I would feed you too, Nikki.
And I tell
you said, Rodney, go find it and go say it.
Yeah, I'm about to hit up Nikki, you be feeding Nikki for real, right?
But Nikki don't even eat a lot.
Trendsetter. I salute him too. He's doing what he needs to do as a man.
I mean, we're gonna agree to disagree, but we agree on one thing. If I got it, I'm gonna help everybody. I've done it before. I would help everybody. But I can't put what I do on somebody else's priority list. And the unfortunate part is whether that kid got the food or didn't get the food. They're sitting there arguing in the house, outside the house, about that kid. So now he got the stress of being around his siblings as their parents are.
He gonna think his dad didn't. He gonna think his dad didn't even bring him no food. Damn, my dad don't
look at the bag. Did you see the bag? The bag been balled up in the car for 10 hours.
Now she's creating division and divide. My dad.
I don't think they think about it like that though, because like I said, when I asked the girls, they saw the video and they were just like, "Ain't my," that I don't think that the kids are that into it as we are. I don't think
I'm looking forward to my dad bringing me food.
I gotta go. I got it.
All right, Rodney Perry coming up live in 8 minutes.
Rodney Perry coming up live. Thank you, Rodney. Good looking. Rodney Perry live coming up right after the show in a matter of minutes. Actually, we got to start wrapping up.
Yeah. Rodney be having some dope guests too. I caught a lot of his catching the shows. A lot of good guests.
I don't know.
He should have just let me get some groceries. Okay. What was the other one? Let's read the comments. Jay Marie, the mama should have asked for help before it got to this point. Because I saw y'all getting active with these comments.
She said, I don't get my stamps to the 11th.
I completely
And that's
agree.
what I'm saying. It sounds like they had a conversation. She probably, I don't know. I mean, I know when I'm in a situation, I pick up the phone, I call my ex-husband and say, listen, this is what's going on. This is what I need. Can you help?
And that's the way it should be. Mom went about the situation the wrong way. I would have had his child share with their siblings. Maybe the dad would realize it about the kids.
And have
any other one?
Seen what they've done with the Happy Meals lately?
Yeah.
The fries are no longer like the small fry. They're like the micro fries.
Them bastards. Them bastards. I saw a Happy Meal because sometimes I sneak and get a Happy Meal and I was like, this is really for a kid. Like this is not for an adult.
Are very, very micro size
now. Oh no, I don't see that part. I didn't see. We didn't
Have
see
y'all
that part.
seen the whole
the part
video?
4? I think it is a part 4.
And she knocks all the food and drink out of his hands onto. Okay, let me just say something. Let me just say a prayer. God, I would like to thank you for never allowing me to have a child with a woman that we just saw in this video. I am blessed. I am thankful that you, in my drunken stupors, did not allow me to meet this woman after a comedy show or after a club I may have hosted at a random locations in Philadelphia.
Okay.
In God's name, thank you. Amen.
And I like to add to Michael
like
Shawn's
she
prayer.
type
I like
anyway.
to add to Michael Shawn's prayer. Please, in the future, don't let him have no hiccups, no slip ups, no waking up and what am I doing in your bed? And then 9 months later.
Damn, I'm glad they can't hear you, Mo. Shit. Also, God,
I'm gonna pray for Rodney. I'm gonna pray for Rodney because I understand he tried.
What you gonna pray for Rodney for?
I'm gonna pray because Rodney's thought process. Usually I rock with Rodney. This topic he was way off, and I can't believe that you. I'm gonna pray for you too, Shani, because you started drinking the Kool-Aid too.
I would give them kids something to eat. I would get those kids something.
You're not doing it every day, Shani.
It ain't about. It's not about me.
You're not gonna do it every
day. Those kids.
Also, God, if you're not too busy, is there any way McDonald's can make them Happy Meal fries the way they used to be? Because this is truly embarrassing that they're charging the same amount of money and they just little bitty fries. God, all the kids around the world need bigger fries.
They little bitty fries. The kids
Shout
don't even want to share no more. The kids be eyeballing you, sideballing you.
All good dads doing for your seeds. Salute.
I think after they started adding the apples or applesauce, the apples also they brought the fries down. I'm like, why the fries got to get smaller? Because you added they're trying to make it healthy. People, we're going to McDonald's.
I gotta go.
All right,
I'm gonna get out of here. But before I go, 10 o'clock today, Big Bing's break room is gonna come on. I'll see y'all back here tomorrow.
Yes.
Big Bing.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. I'm not spending $20 and more money for your kids, and they ain't my kids. You fight for everything you fight for everything in life, parking spots, likes and views, fight for your happiness, and never, ever let somebody take it away, even if it's a baby mom who's ruining your time with your child at lunch just because you went to McDonald's. Drink the I'm not gonna say drink the Ajax. That's not nice. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.